Yo, what up, everybody? It's me, the Big Sneezy, the biggest, the baddest, the bestest. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Chaw. Let me go ahead and throw my little 2 cents on what's going on the internet these past couple days. My boy Kai Cenat. Kai. Oh, come on, Kai. We know the Haitian man like to love, but Haitian man always got another bitch. Catman. Fat man, what's going on? What's going on, baby? You have too much money. You have too much money. You have one girl over here. She don't like you no more. Epi, that's it. You have to go by yourself. You have to go focus on the money. You supposed to have two or three on standby. You not playing the game right. Payonzo, really? Payonzo. Pavwe. Yeah, guys, so we got Myron Gaines. My boy Myron. Yeah, y'all say what y'all want about Myron. Myron is the truth. Y'all need friends like Myron. Myron is the big brother that is going to tell you what you need to know, regardless of how you feel about it. Myron went and doubled down on Kai Cenat. Myron did ruffle some feathers on the internet, but this is what he does. Somebody needs to tell me, what did this man say that was wrong?
Right? It's just gonna create problems for you down the road. It just will. So try to avoid women that want to be on the internet. Not a good look for you at all. And this guy, and if you guys don't believe me, like I said before, look, Kai, bro had a generational run this year. He did a bunch of mafia-thons, successful, made a bunch of money. Why is the nigga at the end of the year saying my mental health? Over. You know what I mean? This is what happens when you you don't get your shit in order. You know, women will...
Hey, Kai, listen, you may not want to hear it from him, but as your fellow Dundee, my boy, you are not depressed. You got too much money. You live in a big house. You eat every day. You have 4 supercars and you want to work on mental health. What is there to work on? Where's the hoes, bro? You live in a house with 7 niggas. Them niggas, they ain't never tell you you gotta keep 2, 3 hoes on you. Who set you up with her? Get that nigga. One time in my life, I thought I was the most depressed. I was like, my job sucks. Child support got me. I gotta ride the bus. I ain't got no friends. Thought I was depressed. No, nigga, I wasn't depressed. I just had no money. I was broke. That's why I felt the way I felt. After I got my CDLs, I'm happy as hell. Now, I'm living life. I'm living la vida loca. You broke up with a girl that really didn't like you for you. This is the problem. When you get money and you do not know how to maneuver through these hoes, they are going to wreck you and make you get on this goddamn internet talking about mental health. You think she getting on the internet talking about mental health? Bro, you look fucking dumb. You look dumb. You're making her look like the winner. Hey, man, you gotta represent the red and blue and the green. You are a Zo to your toes, bro. Do not let these hoes move you off your motherfucking pivot, my boy. Get back on these goddamn streams. Get back on these marathon, triathlon shits you be doing. Talking about, oh, maybe I grew out of it. Nigga, no the fuck you didn't. You didn't grow out of shit. You turn a certain age now, you can't be childish no more. Get the fuck out. Look at me.
Man, just your shit up, bro. Completely, absolutely crazy. So just keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind, man. Don't let women come in and steal your peace and your shit up. Because I already know this nigga was probably stressed as hell dealing with this chick because she was over here, being a thought, embarrassing him, doing all kinds of shit. Completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable, man. I told you guys like other professions to stay away from, right? When it comes to what women do, right? Like nurses, anything with sex work, all that shit you got to stay away from. Does it mean that every single girl that's in that profession is a 304? Of course not. There's always going to be exceptions to the rule. Hell, I'm sure there's even strippers that might not be the biggest 304s ever. But on a balance of probability, they are going to be most of the time. And this is where you have to be cautious. You got to be vigilant because bringing in the wrong women into your life will absolutely cook your shit, bro. Absolutely will cook you. And also, women get over relationships faster than men do a lot of the times too. They just do. And another thing I want you guys to understand, Chris Brown famously said these...
Oh, go ahead and say it, Myron. Go ahead and say it, Myron.
Catchy song, whatever it may be. But what people don't realize is that there's an air of truth. They ain't loyal, right? These ain't loyal. It's a catchy song. It's just faster than men do a lot of the times too. They just do. And another thing I want you guys to understand, Chris Brown famously said these ain't loyal, right? These ain't loyal. It's a catchy song, whatever it may be.
Cause they're not, Myron. Myron, you right. They are not. And for people who think, how are women designed not to be loyal? Well, let me tell you, and I hope this one niggas in the comment section want to get mad because I read Thomas Sowell. Guess what book that I read that's gonna give you this information right now, nigga? He go by the name of Dr. David Buss. If you don't like Buss, pause. You don't like Thomas Sowell, you just a stupid nigga. I shouldn't even give you any airtime, but I only got 712 subscribers, so I got all the smoke for your dumb ass. The reason why women get over men so easily, according to Dr. Buss, because evolutionarily, men always went to war. When men went to war, men died. These hoes became war brides, and it happens for so long in our generation where men always have to go to war and die. The enemy now infiltrates and take that wife. So now she has to leave one man and go to another man. And if we've been on this earth for 300,000 years plus, now it is ingrained in women to not even have to stay with the man that long, because evolutionarily she never been with one man for the duration of her whole life. Her man always died and she always had to get conquered. That's it. Myron is not talking out of his ass, y'all. This nigga is talking real shit. If y'all don't like it, read a fucking book.
But what people don't realize is that there's an air of truth to that. Okay, and the reason that there's an air of truth to that is because, there's a famous saying in the Red Pill. We say, she's not yours, it's just your turn. Now, what you guys got to understand is that women aren't loyal, right? They just aren't. And I'll explain why. For the longest amount of time, you guys must understand that a woman's security, provisioning, her entire sustenance was determined by the caliber of man that she was able to get into some form of relationship. And when times were crazier, right? Ancient times, prehistoric times, the strongest man had all the women. Why? Because he was able to, hunt, gather calories, not just for her, but for her children. So as a matter of survival, right, women needed to align themselves with the strongest man that they could, okay? And this is why, if you guys fast forward to today, what do women want? Tall, money, status, security, strength, competence. What are all these traits? These are survival traits, okay? This is survival value. Now, I think it's important that you guys also understand that we live in a modern day world. We live in a modern age. Does a man need to be strong to be able to get himself food? No. Does a man need to be competent to be able to have shelter? No. Does a man need to know how to kill someone with bare hands to promote his safety? No.
Nope.
Right? We live in a fairly civilized world where you can lack all these things as a man and still be okay to a degree, right? But think about it. Why have women's attraction triggers not really changed? Despite the fact that we live in a safe world, despite the fact that we live in a world where you have, conveniences, modern conveniences, light, electricity, inventions, women still look for traits based on a man's survival value. Why? Because it's ingrained in them. Okay? So, since it's ingrained in them to look for an individual who has high survival value, by definition, that means they cannot be loyal. Do you understand?
Myron forgot to mention the part that I mentioned, but he's right. He's right. He's right. Women do have to look for men, for these strong, dominant men. But when these strong, dominant men gets conquered or gets killed in war by more stronger, more taller, more dominant men, they then become war brides. If you think I'm lying, ask Michael Sartain. Ask Rollo Tomasi. They helped me get my RP, man. I would rather be a virgin than to deal with the hoes of today. You hear me? I've never once in my life swam in urine. And this is what that dating pool is. Well, yeah, I can't maneuver through this. I can't. I'm not even gonna get in the water, bitch. I'm not even gonna tread the water, bitch. We'll go ahead and put concrete in this pool, bitch. The swimming is done.
A lot of you young guys need to really get this into your heads. A lot of you guys right now are in a relationship with a girl, or you're wondering why a girl doesn't like you, or you're wondering why your wife left you, or some other bullshit like that, or how she got over a relationship so quickly. Women's attraction triggers typically are based on survival value, okay? And since her attraction triggers are based on survival value, she cannot be loyal, okay? She simply can't, because for her to be loyal limits her ability to survive. I'll give you an example. Let's say you get beat up in a fight, right? Or you lose your job or some other shit like that, right? Now, not only is your ability to provide for yourself hindered, now your ability to provide for her is hindered, right? So if she were to be loyal and stay alongside you during that hard time, which some women do, don't get it twisted, some women do, that limits her own survivability. And not only does it limit her own survivability, but more importantly, her children's survivability. So, since God is so great, he figured out a way where, okay, if a woman, right, can't protect and provision for herself on a balance of probabilities, I need to find a way where she can still survive. So she has this defense mechanism built in to her hardware where if a guy shows, you know, too much weakness or can't provide or whatever, alarm bells start going on your head. Okay? Can't pay the bills. Can't fight. Short. Fat. Right? And all these different red alarms make her say, get out of there, girl, get out of there. Despite the fact that we live in a civilized world, these heart triggers are still there. And best case scenario for you in a lot of the situations is she talks to other guys or maybe entertains other men or starts looking at other men. Worst case scenario, she...
That's why you gotta keep that bitch in the house. This is your show, bro. You're the king here. He's right. To an extent. I mean, not all the way because my parents are happily married. I've never seen my dad fight. But that's why you gotta kind of go the Andrew Wilson way and get a man of God. But that does not mean you will not striketh a man if he threatens your family. You feel me? You hear me? Ha 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 ha. You said what about my kids, nigga? You said what about my motherfucking wife, nigga? B-D-D-D-D. I'm not saying it's bad to cry in front of your girl, but she must earn those tears. She must earn those tears. When you shed that tear, she need to be like, oh, you can cry? I've never seen my dad cry. I seen him cry once when my mom was in an accident, but she's good. Love you, Mom. You think I lost respect for my father? Hell nah. The fact that he cried, I was just like, oh, he has an emotion besides rage. Love you, Dad. Do not cry on the first date. Don't even cry the first year unless somebody dies. Somebody will have to lose their life before you shed tears, bro. It's just to keep it safe. And that's crazy. It's so crazy. Like, men can't even be themselves. You have to be somebody else. This is for all the niggas, bro. This is for all the niggas. When niggas want to go online and talk about how sad, shut the fuck up. Go to the fucking gym and stop being a bitch. Stop being a bitch. Go to the gym, lift something heavier, go for a long ass walk. But you do not get on the internet and say that you're sad and you got mental health. No, bro. No, bro. You got dumped. You got dumped. It's sad. You move on. You want to take a couple days, you take a couple days off, but you take 2 months off. How are you sad for 2 months? How are you sad for Where are your friends? Where are your friends that's telling you what, bro? 2 months, bro? 2 months? Y'all can't take this nigga to a strip club or something, bro? All this man gotta do is just go on IG and go into his DMs, bro. You don't have to wife these hoes, bro, but you can get you a bitch just to make you forget about the past times, you hear me? But we're gonna go ahead and stop the video right there. Shout out to Myron. Everybody needs a homeboy like mine that's gonna shoot it straight to you. I'ma shoot it straight to y'all too, man. If your girlfriend broke up with you and now you feel imbalance, it's called a heartbreak, my nigga, not depression. If you think you're depressed, how about you go on the plane and won't you go to these third world countries and see what real depression look like? In any first world civilization, bro, you are not depressed. You need to get over it, lift something heavy, or go up under another bitch. Kai might be the next Nick Cannon now. Kai might be the next Neo now. Kai gonna have about 5 hoes now. Kai gonna have 5 hoes. You need friends that's gonna run your stats, bro. You need a friend that is dedicated to run your stats. So when you do break up with a girl, you talk to that homeboy, and once you say, man, I'm kind of down and sad, your friend finna pull out the stats like, okay. Remember 3 months ago before you got with this bitch, you done hooked up with 2 hoes? You hooked up with 2 hoes and they didn't even know about each other, but yet they next door neighbors, nigga? Remember when you did that? And then remember 2 weeks after that? Remember that bitch you was kissing? We was on vacation a year ago? Oh, okay. Okay, do not talk to me like you was sad, nigga. You was not sad. You are the man. You are the man. The same way you move past all them other hoes, you need to move with this one. You feel me? Chaw. All right, y'all. If you liked it, like, subscribe, share. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.